Hi everybody, welcome to week 2 of your practicum course. Welcome back. You made it through week 1. I'm excited for you. All right, so our objectives that we're trying to accomplish this week, we have 3 of them, and they are: conduct a needs assessment of your personal learning needs, formulate overall practicum goals to meet those identified learning needs, plan a variety of teaching strategies to meet those identified learning needs. Okay? All right, so those are the 3 things that we're trying to accomplish this week. Let's talk about practicums. You will either fall into one of 3 buckets with your practicum. You will either be working with GCU, which means you will participate in a 2-week GCU orientation and then co-teach a 5-week GCU course, okay? Or you will be working with a preceptor in an academic institution, a college, a university, okay? Or you'll be working in a healthcare institution with a preceptor who provides education to staff members there, okay? So you could be in one of 3 settings, and your practicum could be short, it could be real long. So there's a lot of different variables. You do need to complete a total of 150 hours before the end of the course, okay? So you can scrunch it up if you're going to take some time off from work and maybe do full-time practicum, whatever works for you, or you can space that out every single week along the whole course. So I think that we've got a lot of people doing different things, which is going to affect how we do our assignments. Okay. So regardless of your setting, what you're truly focusing on is applying the theory that you've learned throughout your program and practically implementing it. So you will be focusing on education, specifically teaching. You have to teach something during your practicum. Okay, that's not optional. You have to teach something. So it's possible that your preceptor might say, let's say you're working in a skilled nursing facility with their educator. They might say, hey, we're going to implement a new fall prevention program and it will be great for you to see that process. Yes, I agree it will. But the piece that you're going to focus on is educating people about that new program. Let's say you are in an acute care hospital working with an ER educator, and they are changing over to a new form of charting, electronic charting. Great, wonderful, but your focus will be educating the staff members on how to implement that new charting. I'm so sorry about that. Lots of stuff. Anyway, so your focus is on education. You can do the backstory of education. You can attend education staff meetings. You can see how curriculum is developed. You can see how test questions are created. And that is wonderful. So that's great. Also, you need to teach. Okay? So you have to do some teaching during your practicum because that's kind of what it is. All right. So this week, your DQ for this week is fairly straightforward, so I'm really going to spend the bulk of this video talking about the assignments, and so it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. If you have any questions about DQ, let me know, but let's jump into the assignments. We're going to take the easiest one first, putting together your practicum goals, okay? I need you to develop 3 practicum goals, 3 things that you want to accomplish during this practicum by the end of your practicum. These are overarching goals, okay? So the idea is that you would take a look at your own self, do your inventory. What do I need to learn about more in education? Do I need to learn how to grade papers, do an APA format? Do I need to learn how to develop test questions? Do I need to learn how to develop more confidence in speaking to a large group? Do I need to learn how to develop confidence when teaching nurses outside of my specialty area? There's all sorts of things, okay? But you're going to give me SMART goals. Now, you remember SMART goals when you had to do like nursing care plans and stuff like that. They need to be specific, measurable, achievable, You're not going to develop a whole new curriculum on your own. Realistic, time-related. So let me give you some examples of, here we go, some real specific ones, okay? By the end of my GCU online practicum, I want to be able to grade 5 papers per week, including providing appropriate APA feedback. By the end of my practicum, I want to develop and implement one active learning strategy on an assigned topic with greater than 75% student participation. So, those of you who've already met your preceptor, this will be easy. Those of you who are doing your GCU practicum and you won't get your preceptor until after your orientation, it'll be a little bit harder. If you're struggling with it, send me a note in your individual forum. We'll kind of work on some things together. We can talk on the phone. But again, think about teaching an online class and what things you can gain from teaching an online class. Okay? So you're just going to do this on a piece of paper. Okay? A Word document right now. You're going to give me those 3 SMART goals that you want to accomplish by the end of your practicum. Okay? And you're just going to upload that Word document to that area. Because more than likely, that's not going to be your final goal. Those aren't going to be your final goals. You and I are going to play with them a little bit, change the wording a little bit to get them to where we need to be. Okay? Because at the end of your practicum, you're going to have to tell me how you met those goals in a very specific way. So that's why they're kind of important. And we need to kind of set out on the right path, right? Because we don't know where we're going to go. We're never going to get there. You heard that before? All right. The second part of the assignment is called the NEPD, the Nursing Education Practicum Document. You are going to start on that document today, and you are going to upload that very same document every 2 weeks through this whole course, okay? So if you're watching this video, I would actually recommend that you print out the first couple pages of this form. I think it might help you a little bit. Okay, so at the beginning, I know you're seeing this backwards. Don't send me any nasty notes, but I haven't figured out a real great way to reverse it. So just follow, you'll get it. So at the top it says Nursing Education Practicum, Nursing 6 5E, right? Okay. So it says Topic 1, Week 1, Overall Practicum Goal. For right now, leave that blank, okay? Because you and I are going to be refining your overall practicum goals, and when they're done, you're going to pop them in there once we're both satisfied with them, okay? Then it gives you a little kind of explanation section. There are 4 columns. One says Learning Objective, Resources and Strategies, Measurement, and Evaluation. Okay, this is where it gets a little weird. So, you're going to be turning in a section of this component where it says Topic 1, Weeks 1 through 2. Okay? So, you're going to be filling in that section and turning it in next Wednesday by midnight. Okay? The general gist of this is that 1 week you say, what am I going to accomplish the next 2 weeks? At the end of that 2 weeks, you say, did I do it? Did I not? And what am I going to do the next 2 weeks? Then after that, you look back and say, did I do that? Did I not? What am I going to do the next 2 weeks? So it's a continual 2-week rotation. Okay. So for this first 2 weeks, you didn't have a chance the first day of class to say, what am I going to accomplish the first 2 weeks? So the first time that you submit this, you're going to fill out all 4 columns. What were your objectives for this first 2 weeks, the second week of which we're starting now? Okay, so for some of you, your objective might be meet my preceptor and talk about what our options are. Or it might be wait to be notified that I have been enrolled in my GCU orientation. Or it might be meet the people in the education department and take a tour of the facility. Okay, we're breaking down little step-by-step goals. Okay, so it says topic 1, week 2, put in your objective. Then it says resources and strategies. What types of resources or strategies will you utilize to accomplish your learning objectives? So maybe I need to have access to my online orientation for GCU. Maybe I need to learn the contact information for my preceptor. Okay, what resources do I need? Measurement. How will I know that I've accomplished this? I will know I have met my weekly goal when I have met with my preceptor. I have found out when I will be enrolled in my GCU online practicum. I have toured the facility. This is how I'm going to measure whether or not I've achieved my objective. Okay? Because this is being submitted at the end of week 2, submit it on Wednesday, and you will fill out the evaluation column. I know I met or did not meet my weekly goal because I did not meet my goal because GCU has yet to schedule me for my online orientation. I met my goal because I was able to meet with my preceptor and discuss possible options for my time with him or her. Okay? So for this very first week, do not fill in the goals at the top because we'll get there. Fill in the section that says topic 1, weeks 1-2, all 4 columns. This is just about the first 2 weeks. All right? Okay. Then, I just want to tell you a little bit moving forward. So, topic 2, weeks 3 and 4. Okay. So next Wednesday, you'll completed weeks 1 and 2 as far as what you did, all 4 columns. Then you will also fill in weeks 3 and 4, just the first 3 columns, telling me what you hope to accomplish in weeks 3 and 4. All right, so there's one for week 3 and one for week 4. Week 3, I want to log into my GCU online course and determine what assignments will be due during the course. I will review my practicum goals with my preceptor and look at timelines. I plan to observe an instructor teaching pathophysiology. Okay, whatever it is that you're going to do during week 3 and week 4, just fill out the first 3 columns. Objective, what do I want to do? Resources, what do I need to accomplish it? Measurement, how will I know that I've met that goal? But you're not going to fill out the evaluation column because that'll be the next time you turn it in. I hope I'm not confusing you greatly. If you have questions, call me. We'll go over it. I just want to get you started on the right foot because every 2 weeks you'll be completing another section and uploading it. Now, when I give you feedback, there's a space to write faculty comments. That's where I'm going to be writing. So I'm going to write it right on your assignment, on your paper, give it back to you in the assignments. You're going to download that and use that same sheet every 2 weeks so that my faculty comments stay on there. There's kind of a lot of you to keep track of, so I need to know what I told you last week so that when I look at it 2 weeks later, I can still remember it. It's a lot to remember. Sorry, getting up there. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you this week. I know it's taken a long time. If you have any questions, just call me. I'll walk you through it. No big deal. We will get there. Okay? I'm excited to be with you guys, and I'll see you in the main forum.